Viewer discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
Spend time with your family? Sure I do. Good.
Like TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
Well, what's going on? It's Sunday, 11 a.m., 10 Central. You know what that means. Oh, shit. It's happening. It's happening. But, folks, welcome to the Wrestling Asylum Live right here on the OTTR and Hardcore Sports Network. Shout out to the ladies at Black Hearts Angels yesterday. Great show. Don't forget. Make sure you check them out if you missed them live on the replay. And Friday night, don't forget the Pod Mod Men, led by the one and only Blackheart. Make sure you check them out. And make sure you check out our buddies, our colleagues in crime at Hardcore Sports, giving you tons of content every day, every single week. You'll be glad you did. But folks, you know, before we get underway, you know how it is. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified, Telegram, Baby Mama, Google+, your sister's ass, the Pony Express, what can Brown do for you, fuck FedEx, and fuck the Postal Service. Also, we're in bill-paying mode, so make sure, of course, check out the Linktree / Off the Top Rope podcast. This is where you can go to find the merch links, our brand ambassadors, and always stay up to wherever you get your podcast with the OTTR crew, or where you watch us live. And while you're at it, do me a favor. Show some of our brand ambassadors some love. That's W Energy, tons of flavors, good product. You'll never ever go back to coffee again. 10% off with the OTTR promo mob. Live store. Also, 15% off at our classy clothing. Look fly, look fresh, and you'll thank me for it later. And of course, our friends at Habits 365 as well. Hello, David. Welcome. Also, our friends at Swift Energy, 10% off the OTTR Mob promo code. Don't miss an episode. And don't forget to show our friends some love. And get yourself some merch. Visit the bonfirestore.com/store/ Off the Top Ropes Network. We got tons of things. We got a lot of good stuff. We got hoodies. We got sweatshirts. We got hats. Tank tops for you ladies out there in the men's tanks for looking good in the gym while you're working out or during the summertime. We got the Black Hearts Angels. We got the Pod Mob crew. We even got old school, yours truly, the retro look and the new logo. So make sure you check it out. Show some love and support. And we got a variety of colors. And hey, who knows? Maybe. David, we're going to get into that momentarily. You have my word. So, folks, today on the program, you're probably wondering where my co-host Nekro is. Well, Nick had something to take care of, so I set him on assignment for the week. He will be back with us next week. And as you can probably tell, something's going on with my hair. What the hell is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like I said in the description, if you read it, the other guy's getting antsy and he wants to talk soon, so I better let that happen or we're screwed. I warned you when this all switched. on the, he could pop up and, well, it's happening. But folks, we are going to get underway here in just a moment. We are going to start off with what's going on today's program. So we're going to discuss the fallout from yesterday morning's Crown Jewel in Perth. And then we're going to dig into tonight's Bound for Glory card. After the break, we're going to travel back in time and analyze this segment to Money in the Bank 2011, the night that shook pro wrestling to its core, when the departing, or so we thought, voice of the voiceless CM Punk got his one chance, swung for the fence, and became WWE Champion against the now 17-time champion John Cena in his hometown of Chicago. And the closing moments still part of both men's careers to this day. And then, I'm going to tell you what really grinds my gears. Normally, before that, we would have Nick's piss match of the week. But like I said, I set the man on assignment. So next week, we are going to find out how much pissed off about what happened he truly is. But folks, let's get underway. We're going to get started with the results of Crown Jewel. And it goes a little something like this. So Crown Jewel in a sold-out crowd, live from Perth. To kick things off, we have an Australian street fight. Bronson Reed, undefeated in this type, went up against the OTC, Roman Reigns. And as you can tell, it looked like it was going to be back. It was back and forth. Even I knew eventually the Usos would have to get involved to protect their cousin and the one true chief. But eventually, Braun Breaker would even the odds in Bronson's favor. A tsunami. Roman fell to Bronson Reed. Afterwards, Roman ripped the Usos and told them not to be back until Christmas. And Heyman has informed both of them, stay out of the main event. Of course, Stephanie Vaquer, Miss Titties, Tiffany Stratton, the two of them put on a hell of a match with, of course, Miss Vaquer, La Primera, winning the victory. And then in a classic, one more time, Cena would pull out all the stops from the tombstone to Sister Abigail to finally put away AJ Styles. But you got to watch AJ's introduction before the match. That was a tearjerker. A shared embrace. And if you didn't know, Styles was wearing the very same gear from 2005 when it was him, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels in the main event at Destination X. John Cena picks up the victory. And then in a fucking knockdown dragout, the Kabuki Warriors fell to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. This had everything you needed. It was intense. It was fast. It was intensity personified. Dave gives a 7.5. I'll give my thoughts in a minute. Io Sky would take to the skies and end up gaining the pinfall over Kairi Sane. I'll give my thoughts to that in a minute. This goes to show Io is her own star now. Shout out to Rhea and Io picking it up in Rhea's home country. And then the main event. Some controversy in this one, but true to form, nobody interfered. Cody and Seth fought tooth and nail. Would Cody defend the Crown Jewel title? It would not come to pass in a fight that I have not seen these two have in quite a few years. Cody gained the upper hand, that is, until Seth was able to use the distraction necessary and use the watch Cody gave him after Mania 40. Just enough to do the job, and Seth picked up the 1, 2, 3. After a massive off the top rope, pun intended, stomp. Seth picks up the W, new Crown Jewel champion. But did he really do it on his own? Let's dive into this, shall we? Then he cuts the promo about bitching about this, that, and the third. I love that you get the men and women's Crown Jewel winners to show up. So, the fallout here tonight. Well, technically yesterday morning. I'm out. Uh-oh, something's wrong. What could it be? Yes, Cena wrote a special ring introduction for AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. Thank God. Thank God. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, it is true. John Cena used Sister Abigail, the kiss and all. Here is the list of people's finishes. He's used Sting, Orton, Bray, Shawn, Miz, even Samoa Joe, Rusev, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, Ray Ray. Could this be his final victory in WWE? I give the show a 7. David in the chat said he gave it a 7.5. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to be honest. I give it a 7. 2 reasons. 1, good solid shit across the board. I think the women's tag match was, how do you want to say this? I think it could have, the story behind it was logical. If you disagree with me, prove it to me. Have the facts, back it up. Otherwise, to the trolls, I got one thing I want to say to all the trolls.
You ain't shit.
So there's that. That's phase 1. Part 2. I know a lot of people in the IWC are gonna bitch and moan and cry. Shut the fuck up about, Miss Titty Time, Miss Wardrobe Malfunction, Miss Her Cup Runneth Over.
Get him.
Tiffany Stratton, not. KB, what's up, brother? Yes. Golf clap, golf clap. I'm going to use 2 fingers. If you know, you know. But in all seriousness, yeah, TJ, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'll put it to you like this. Tiffany Stratton did not need that. She's already established on the main roster. She's been on there for a year or 2 or 3. Refresh my memory. But Tiffany didn't need it. If you think for a minute she needed that, no. Vakir needed it because you need to build an international star. That is where Vakir comes in. Not disputing anything, but if I get one more troll going, this would be the part of the old program.
Oh, 44, that's me. Get some cold cuts.
I'm going to get some cold cuts, and I'm going to bitch slap you all with them motherfuckers. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. The street fight. If you thought for a minute Roman was going to defeat Bronson Reed in his home country, let alone in the one match, that big bastard has not lost, you're on fucking crack. Okay? I'm telling you all now, you are on fucking crack. Or if you thought he was losing. Has to make logical sense. Although I will admit, seeing Roman use the cricket bat on Bronson was kind of funny. The only thing that would have been funnier is if it would have been, oh, my cricket balls.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
You get what I'm saying? Like I said, the Kabuki Warriors, Rhea and Io, solid. Story made sense. I wish we could have got a little bit longer in terms of build, but they did a good job giving us what they got. Main event. And then I'm going to talk AJ and John Cena. I'm trying not to tear up over that one, but it's going to happen. All right, two things. One, I'm glad they kept no outside interference. It stayed pure, one-on-one. Loved it. And to all you trolls out there,
Melts my heart.
go cry me a river. Go fuck yourself. And if you don't like it,
What?
oh, absolutely. I mean, she's hot. Don't get it twisted. But if the boss is watching this, we need the Bailey clip from the last few seasons. He'll know exactly what I'm referring to. You might want to send those old clips to moi because we're going to need them. If you get what I'm saying. I think he knows. But yeah, I do agree with you. She's earned it. I'm not saying that Tiffany Stratton hasn't earned it either, but a little sidetrack. I think what needs to also happen is Tiffany just let it be. She's had the belt for what, about a year? So who the hell's going to step up to whoop her ass? That's what we need. Because everybody's come close. She's somehow skinned the cat. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned.
What do you say fuck me for?
I don't know why you said fuck me, but okay. But back to my original thought. Shout out to KB. Good to see you. Twofold. One, like I was saying, Seth kept his promise. I'll give him that. It stayed one-on-one. But did he really do it on his own? Remember, the watch that Cody gave him after Mania 40, pop. And the rest they say is history, so can we really say that? There's going to be some controversy spilled. Oh, and before I get to the last part that I want to talk about in this segment, tomorrow morning, Netflix, 8 a.m., they are still live in Perth. Monday night, well, we'll call it Monday Morning Raw, emanates from Perth. And one of the key matches will be Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, the dude wipe after your wipe. Yes, I said it. The wipe, a dude wipe after your wipe. Yeah, even AJ Smith. This is true. This is true. Dominic Mysterio defends the Intercontinental title against a man who's over fucking due in Pentagon. He's due. Hunter, for the love of Christ, do not fuck this up.
What I'm talking about? That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Do not fuck that up. Now, I'm not ready. I know a lot of you are not ready for this. 4 dates left. A lot of us were finishing high school when Cena debuted. I was. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think we're ready for this. We're not ready. We're not ready for what's about to happen. I need a minute. "25 years. Flair gave us longer. Taker gave us longer. But this one, you know it. Come on. How could you not? The intro for AJ Styles from the ring announcer that Cena gave. We know it's official. Cena's done in December, and next year, AJ's gone. It's like that saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Pun intended. I mean, Cena and Styles put on a classic. It harkened back to when Styles was champion and Cena beat him to tie the record, and it was beat up John Cena and the rest of the club, sans its founder, Finn Balor. That was a fucking mistake. But neither here nor there, Vince McMahon. For fucking that one up, I got something to say to you. Enough said. Overall, folks, as I sit here, I look back. What can I say that hasn't been said about both men? What can be said? I mean, I don't disagree with you, KB. What can you say that hasn't already been said? Two of our childhood favorites or young adulthood. Their careers are ending within the next 12 months. One's career is ending in December. The other's is sometime next year. I loved the match. You saw Cena give tributes to a shitload of guys in his career. And a fun fact, before that match, Cena called Taker to get the blessing to borrow the tombstone. Taker said yes.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me?
Of course we are.
Oh yeah, like a pony. I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
Haven't used that clip in quite a while. I'm sorry. Oh, and Blackheart, if you're watching this, I need the UC clip. I think you'll appreciate me for it later. Anyway, so here's the other thing I'm going to say to you all. Enjoy them while we can. Because there will come a day, like the ones coming up, they're not going to be here anymore. No. No. I disagree. There's one individual, but he can't go anymore. His best friend, his greatest opponent. Christopher fucking Daniels. I didn't think this would hit as hard as it is. But that's because of how much. So, I need a moment. That was the very ring gear he was wearing last night, KB. That is the very ring gear he wore in that match. Destination X, in the first ever main event for the X Division Championship. Joe Daniels Styles. What a throwback. But now, speaking of TNA, and I don't necessarily mean...
Yeah, that was the closing line. Get on!
Wait a minute, what?
With both hands, Anna. I've got the T, and you have the A.
See, now that's what we're talking about. Sorry, you know Quagmire's in me. Giggity, giggity.
Niggas, they gon' make me keep.
Damn, Naya. Don't gotta be so mean. Anyway, tonight, you know what time it is. Bound for Glory. Live in Lowell, Massachusetts. It's Bound for Glory. This one's going to be a hell of a night. That's right. Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, last night were inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. Shout out to both those ladies. Oh, giggity. And Victoria, a.k.a. Tara, inducted her greatest opponent, Mickie James, Miss Hardcore Country. Congratulations to both of them. Oh, shit, it's Dukes. And then the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship, the Elegance brand looks to regain the gold against the Inspiration. This one's going to be a fight. I guarantee it. The International Championship, Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin. Steve's looking to get a W and get back his gold. Of course, Tessa Blanchard, Gia Miller. Don't sleep on this one. We all know what Tessa can do in that ring. And, well, giggity, giggity. If you know, you know. Then we have Indy Hartwell. That Indy Hartwell challenging Dana Brooks' protege, Kalani Jordan, for the Knockouts World title. I'm going to give my picks very soon. Of course, Javon Evans of NXT will challenge the X Division champion Leon Slater in a classic. I got a hunch where this is going. In the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, my heart will tell you in just a few moments exactly who I'm picking for that one. Of course, the System will do battle against Mustafa Ali in Order 4. That one better be a tornado tag, and there better be some bloodshed, okay? And in the main event, Mike Santana looks to do the impossible, it seems, to bring back the TNA World title as he faces Trick Williams. And then one last time, the Dudley Boys, the Hardys, the TNA and NXT tag champs. It's going to be a tables match. That is the card here tonight. Live on pay-per-view. And TNA Plus. But folks, seeing as how we're doing what we're doing, I think it's time I give my predictions, and I want to know what your predictions will be in the chat. And before we get started, if I hear one statement on Tessa, do me a favor, shut the fuck up. This ain't political show. Take that shit elsewhere. Thank you. Fuck you. Who's next? Exactly my point. Very balanced. So let me go through this. So for the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, I'm going to go with Matt Cardona. Yes. If you're not going with that bastard, you are on crack. You've been doing, the booger sugar nose candy, whatever the hell you want to call it. So the Knockouts Tag Team Champs. I think the Elegance brand wins the gold back. They just lost it not that long ago. The only reason why I'm saying that is I'm hearing the Inspiration's contracts are up. Could the return of Billy Kay and Peyton Royce to the WWE brand be on the horizon? I don't know. There's speculation. It's just going to depend on what happens in terms of contracts. So right now, here's where I'm going. If the Inspiration does in fact come back to the WWE side of the equation, they lose the Knockouts tag belts. If not, then, that's on me. Gia Miller, Tessa Blanchard. I am familiar with Gia. Tessa, I'm very familiar with. I'll leave it at this. The show is never going to be political. I have roasted Tessa. I have also given my thoughts about the situation. Go check out the archives. I will leave it at that. I had a suspicion. That was my suspicion, Katie. I had a hunch. So we will see what happens. Tessa, she's a diamond. She's good at what she does in the ring. I'm going with Tessa. The International Championship, I see Frankie Kazarian retaining. You're not just putting the gold on him and then fucking him. Sorry. Not a good idea. You'll piss fans off with that bullshit. In my opinion. Now, the X Division title, Javon Evans challenging Leon Slater. You just had Leon Slater win it not that long ago with the seal of approval from the Phenomenal One. Okay? You are not having that boy lose that quick. That would be a mistake and a fucking dumb idea. Does everybody get where I'm going with that? Hopefully. The Hardcore War Tornado Tag, Order 4 versus the System. I see the System winning. Only way Mustafa Ali and his crew could win is with the upset, where there's a, oh shit, we didn't expect to see that type of scenario. So that's my thought about that. If you took the Knockouts Championship off that's a high probability. We're going to have to watch and find out. I guarantee you this. This comes from me. You are going to get a show tonight. You're going to be looking at Crown Jewel and going, that was the best they got? Oh, bitch. I don't think so. My honest opinion overall, if Kalani Jordan is a transitional champion, hey, Binky. No, you did it right. You did good. You're good. You're good. No worries. To me personally, all right. If you're using Kalani Jordan as a transitional champion to crown Indy, dumb booking. That's Vince McMahon doing cocaine booking.
Got your ass.
I'm just saying. Overall, I mean, Indy winning the Knockouts title would surely shake up things. Who to go with? Unless the logic was for Kalani to be a transitional champion, which I doubt. I got to take Kalani retaining this one. And we got two picks left before we go to break. The one last time tables match between the Dudleys and the Hardys. Shout out to the Hardys who beat Dark State this past Tuesday at Showdown to become NXT champions and keep the TNA tag titles. In my heart, I want it to be the Dudleys shocking the world. However, given the current state Devon is in, if I'm throwing money in Vegas, it's got to be the Hardys. There's no other way.
Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
I say that with one reason. No shit, right? Like, Bubba asked Jeff how the fuck he's still alive. Well, Jesus Christ, for one. Two, after the shit that Jeff has done to his goddamn body, you are not kidding. Give us a sponsorship. Just saying. Come on with it, Bucky. The main event. You fuck Mike Santana, you are going to piss the entire fan base off. Yeah, ain't that the fucking truth?
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Yeet. Yeah.
Meta!
Exactly. Okay. Here's what I have to say about this. All right. If Trick retains, you are going to have a pissed off fan base, let alone the crowd. Here's how I book this. Here's the finish. Trick goes for the trick shot. No. Off goes Ricky Saints, aka Ricky Starks music. He's nowhere to be found. Mind games. As Trick does nail the trick shot, Santana kicks out at 2. Ricky shows up. And while Santana and the ref are arguing, Ricky hits Trick with the belt, hides. Santana picks up the victory. 1, 2, 3. Brings the red and gold brand back its biggest prize. You have to strike now and crown Santana champion. That or keep it strictly pure one-on-one. No outside interference, no nothing. So if you want to go for the low blow, Santana, I'm going to say it for what it is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look who's in the house. Oh, shit.
I had to come because Nekro's not here. I had to come because Nekro's not here and shit like that. So I decided just to jump in and shit. Why not?
Well, we're going. KB, no shit. We need to go back in time to 97. Barely legal. That's exactly what you should do. With the main event of Bound for Glory, it makes logical sense. If you do not strike hard now, you are screwed.
But technically, his I mean, well, I don't know what topic that you're on right now and shit like that.
I'm on the TNA Bound for Glory pick.
Okay, so realistically, let's just talk some facts about TNA right now, right? TNA needs this WWE thing to get to a bigger network themselves. So they're kind of just prolonging this whole timeline, right? Until when either Peacock offers some space so they can go over there, because now that WWE is now moving over to ESPN and shit like that, whatever like that, they're using their resources to try to get a better deal. So the reason why that we're seeing TNA stars not getting their proper due and recognition come to NXT stars, and you're facing off against a third brand, I think it's just because they're just trying to see how well that they can mesh with other people and other companies and shit like that. Because let's just face facts. TNA back in the day only had a good relationship with like New Japan and a few other smaller promotions, right? Now they're in the big time.
And that includes ROH.
Right. And so as of right now, they're in the big leagues now. So they need to adapt or they're gonna fall apart and perish. You know what I'm saying? So this is the true testament to say, okay, we're gonna take whatever fuck that you guys are gonna throw at us, and we're gonna take it and we're gonna make chicken shit into chicken salad. That's basically what this whole thing with TNA and NXT has been. Basically, the whole synopsis of this thing is that. And they really need another presence to kind of speak up for them when it comes to like these board meetings and shit like that. Like, yo, why should we give TNA the Peacock spot? Why should we give TNA any streaming site?
Right.
Why not? I mean, why not? Because as we've seen for the last 5 years, professional wrestling has hit its highest resurgence since 1997, 1998. So you kind of need shit like that to kind of grow out your company's catalog. Ad revenues is always a key thing when it comes to that stuff. But also, cable television is dying, folks. Cable television is dying. So all this shit that's being converted over to streaming sites, you got no other choice now.
Oh yeah, no disagreement for me there.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, KB, and you put up this comment right here, right? Especially when it says TNA is about to lose Joe Hendry. Well, okay, listen here. Now, if WWE, right, gave this man a great lucrative deal, oh yeah, he's jumping. But
there's no doubt.
We've seen this before with Josh Alexander, right? And why he didn't want to go to WWE. There's other people that were choosing not to go to WWE just because of the schedule. They already found a balance between work and home. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be traveling like that too often and shit like that. And looking at the WWE schedule compared to TNA's is a lot light work than what WWE is about to progress to do next year too in 2026. So you got to ask yourself some serious questions too. Especially, I don't know how old Joe Henry is right now, but he got to ask himself, how much longer can I go? And will he be accepted in the WWE?
Henry's 37. He's 37. He's got some time.
I mean, he's only going to have maybe a decent 5 years. So, yeah, you should make the jump to go over to WWE and sign that 5-year deal. And then after that 5 years, depending on what happens, you stay for shorter time. You dictate I can't do 3 years. I could probably give you 2. Okay, fine, whatever. That's fine. But if he does come in, start his ass off at NXT first. Don't jolt him to the fucking main roster. Don't fucking do that.
Been for a while.
Don't fucking do that, bro. Because we do not need no Jay Cargills that get skipped over the fucking line, go right to the main roster, and then not seeing who the fuck that they're supposed to be. Like, that's a bad investment. That's just me talking.
No,
But
I'm not gonna
go ahead and play.
but
go ahead and play that card back, because I think I did. I think I did it Friday, but I didn't. But I didn't really do it. I gotta make everyone charts today and shit for that. And shit.
Right.
But
I'll play
that
card.
card.
Let's give
we play the updated card because I did update it before I left yesterday. And shit. Bound for Glory, which is tonight in Lowell, Massachusetts, the same place that me and Maverick went to watch Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor, I think 2022. I think that we did. Beautiful People is getting inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. Which is pretty nice.
James,
Mickey James is gonna be Mickey James is gonna be definitely.
Oh God, Mr. Lotion.
Okay, TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. We all know the inspiration is going to retain, because ever since Ash by Elegance retired officially, that team is in.
I'm saying Frankie keeps the belt. Mac, you just put the belt.
Nah, Steve Mackin got to get his get back though. Steve Mackin got to get his get back with this one.
No, I don't disagree.
This match is absolute trash. This match is absolute trash.
I don't know why they're doing it.
It's trash.
They threw it together.
Trash.
What do you think about Hartwell?
I say Indy Hartwell got to get this dub and bring the title back to TNA.
I hope so.
Match of the fucking night right here.
I go Slater. Slater just won it not that long ago. He's got to retain.
Yes, Slater too, but this is match of the night candidate.
I'm going with Matt Cardona in the gauntlet match.
I'll go with Joe Henry because that's the only big name that I got that probably still has a story to tell before he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's even the faces or heels anymore in this whole thing, so I'm gonna go with Mustafa Ali because of Tessa Blanchard. Because of Tasha Steele.
This has to be Mike Santana.
This got to be Mike Santana. Listen, I'm not a Trick Williams fan anymore. So take the title off this guy. And the Hardy Boys, now that they just won the House of Glory Tag Team Championships, literally on Friday, they need to get this dub tonight. So,
I don't disagree with you. My concern, again, is the fact that if they do not strike, and this is your OTTR champion talking, if they do not strike for Mike Santana, you are going to have a pissed off, livid fan base so fucking fast, it'll make your goddamn head spin.
Don't say like they dropped the ball with him technically, because this is really his first time being as a solo star for a company that needed a new face anyway, especially when Josh Alexander and a few other people had left. So you kind of need to kind of resonate with new faces anyway.
You now have Santana in the position necessary to make him the face of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the belt on him.
Listen, because let's just.
God, really, Dukes?
Okay. Wait. All right, wait. So let's just. All right, wait. So let's just face some facts real quick, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before when Mike Santana was in a tag team, right, with Ortiz and shit like that, right? They only made it so far, and now when Santana went up on his own, he's doing his own bookings. He's going to seminars. He's doing House of Glory shows. He's doing indie shows and everything like that. Where the fuck is Ortiz at? Ortiz fell off the face of the fucking planet.
Yeah, because he got too complacent.
And like I said, that's when you can tell from one mindset to the other mindset. And that's the reason why one person is going to push and the other one is dead in the fucking water, not even to be heard again.
I know. And you know what? Even Conan said, on Keeping It 100, he said this best. Ortiz became too complacent. And that's why he and Santana fell out. Folks, tell me when I'm telling mine, baby. The boss just said,
Dukes, you have like 16 other girlfriends, bro. Cut it out. Dukes, you got 16 other. But shout out to Deuce's Kitchen. Shout out to Deuce's Kitchen for sponsoring some wrestlers at our upcoming Halloween Chaos show, October 24th. So if you ever see him that day, show him the love that he probably deserves to go visit Deuce's Kitchen, grab yourself some food. We're located in the box office that day.
Ooh.
So as you get your ticket, you should be like and say, "Oh man, let me get my food and my drink like that too." I do everything in one shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's easy for all y'all. Kudos.
You heard it from him,
dude. Wait a minute. If Ortiz is still in AEW, what the fuck is he doing? They're not doing anything with the guy.
He's sitting out his contract.
No, I thought that he left. I thought that he no. I thought that he was already released. I thought he was released back in like 2023.
I'll have to look. Hang on.
How the hell is he still there? Like that makes no sense at all. Like, why are you going to keep a man on the contract for? Like, if you're not using him and he's not being booked, he's being complacent, why you have him on your books?
Oh, he's still there, but I see why. Hold up. Oh shit.
He owes back time or something?
Yeah, that and oh fuck. It isn't just time he owes. He hurt himself again. Okay.
Well, that's what happens. This is exactly the Jeff Hardy treatment in WWE, where he couldn't really leave, and he was injured and shit. So he just said, "Fuck it, man." He said, "Fuck it, I'll sit my ass on the bench."
All right. Well, we are coming up on a commercial break, so get your libations, your morning blunt, coffee, Dubby, Swift, whatever. Get comfortable, because when we come back, we're going to go back in time to 2011, July 17th, Money in the Bank. It was CM Punk's one shot. He didn't miss. So strap yourselves in, because we're going to talk about the main event of Money in the Bank and the shock that is still talked about to this very day. We'll be right back after the break.
Greetings! It is I, the technical alchemist, David Mercury, and I'm bringing a special message to you. Listen in to OTTR, Off the Top Rope Broadcast, yeah.
Hey, yo, this is your friendly neighborhood Red Dogs here. Eating pizza, no, not from Pizza Hut, not from, any other place. From Luigi's. That's the place that we going to. That's the place we eating at. See, the camera's not even on me no more. So, as your friendly neighborhood Red Dog and your favorite mercenary, I approve of that pizza.
I got a golden ticket. Supernova! It's been a long time since you've seen your bad barber. See, I had a little trouble last time on the debut of Supernova. For shock, Vortex, your bad barber had some hard times against Richie Mack. That kind of hurt the barber. Cut his heart real deep. Bad barber had to go overseas. He had to go to Canada. He had to find himself. And now your bad barber is your final entrant in the Deadly 7 match. I'm warning all 6 of you, for all the fans at Supernova, for Mama Clip back home, your bad barber is gonna win that match. And when all of you are down from the scissors kick, this clips up, falls down. Supernova!
Bannon. I don't think we've been properly introduced. My name is T.K.O. Dean, and I am your next opponent, October 24th at Halloween Chaos. And I've been watching, I've been studying you, and to tell you the truth, I'm not impressed. So what I need you to do is, I need you to find that heart. I need you to find that fire. Because October 24th, this is not going to be a fight. This is going to be a war. You're going into war with T.K.O. Dean. Be prepared.
And we are back from the break. I hope everybody had their libation.
Shout out to Duke's Kitchen. Shout out to Black Arts Angel. Shout out to Black Art Media Productions for sponsoring Halloween Chaos, courtesy of SNW Supernova Wrestling. Make sure that you get your tickets early. Early bird sales will be officially done as of tomorrow. So after October 13th, the ticket prices is gonna go up. from October 24th to the 23rd. So get your tickets now. 43 seats is still available. Still available. Don't be one of those people that want to be walking in at the door and expect the seat to be there. You might never know who shows up.
This is true. And sometimes they also could sell out quick. I know before we dive into this next segment, back home in Buffalo, a friend of mine just let me know we at ESW are getting the appearance of one-on-one with The Undertaker. That's right. Teddy Long shucking and jiving in Buffalo at WrestleDash next month.
Okay. Shit. Then I'll up the ante for you right now. We got the world famous Cheeseburger coming in October 24th as well. Big shout out to Cheeseburger.
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, we got the technical machine himself coming back for the second time this year. Mr. Drew Gulak, former WWE superstar, is coming back. And last but not least, this one's a special Halloween treat for all you guys because he's here for one night only. He's here for one weekend only because I got him to do another show the very next night, too, for Focus Pro Wrestling as well. Shout out to Focus Pro. The Soul Taker will be making his SNW debut into SNW October 24th as well. So, Massachusetts fans, if you have not seen this man's work in the Mid-East, if you not have seen this man's work in the Midwest, then you're gonna enjoy a very special treat.
I've seen Soul Taker,
and no souls matter in his mind.
So that is the Indies scene. You heard it here from the boss himself. But now we're going to travel into one of my favorite segments of the show. We're going back in time. The year was 2011. We got the rebirth of the summer of punk, but how did we get there? Well, it all started in Las Vegas with the most infamous promo known only as the pipe bomb. And for those uneducated, CM Punk was coming up on his original deal expiring. And he had gone through some bullshit over the years being on the main roster. And one night in his own biography called CM Punk Best in the World, get it if you don't have it, watch it in Peacock if you can. If you got it on DVD like I do, pop it in and have some fun with it. You'll be glad you did. Michael Hayes one night came up to him and said, "They're going to give you a microphone and let you air your grievances on global television." This man did not hold back. He earned the moniker Voice of the Voiceless from it. And the weeks leading to Money in the Bank, he teased the idea to Vince that he would not only beat Cena and win the title, but he would give him ultimate fuck you and leave with the gold. Oh, God. I think you know what this is about, Duke, Blackheart.
And race between me and and that race which we still haven't gotten that race. We still haven't gotten that race done, but we need to get that race done October 24th. No fucking excuse. We need an answer out of that.
Uncle Fats, if you're watching, E Dukes is calling his shot.
This man, Uncle Fats is in church somewhere, man. He's not gonna pay attention to this till like much later on tonight. But he'll see it though, and he already knows he gotta get his he gotta get his stretches in and stuff.
This is true. But anyway, back to the main focus. So for weeks, Punk alluded to being the one to not only dethrone the Golden Boy, but would shock the world to its core in his own hometown. And it would be the very last time we heard This Fire Burns. And I'll explain why. In Vegas, as we all know, Punk cut the infamous promo known only as the pipe.
With a Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt on.
Hell yeah. And even paid his respect to the Golden Boy, John Cena, at the time. He would even force Vince to admit he fucked up and made him eat crow left and right. And the fact that the old man off of Timu, aka Walt Disney, agreed to go through with this idea just speaks to the mad genius. A fun fact is Punk signed his new deal right before the main event, but they played it perfectly on screen. In what could only be described as one of Cena's better matches without using the 5 moves of doom, Punk would get the upset, blowing Vince a kiss goodbye, running out of the arena, running all the way home with the belt, and throw it in the refrigerator. 3 weeks later, when Cena would be crowned the new champion, CM Punk walked back out to his Ring of Honor theme, Cult of Personality, thank you, Living Color, and go, bitch. We would get a rehash of the infamous dual titles from Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels, but the Summer of Punk was reborn. And it is, in fact, a match that is still talked about for both men's careers to this day, because it was, to me, a defining moment, and it put Punk on his path to 434 fucking days. Albeit he had a little bit of a hiccup, thank you to Alberto El Patron, El Del Rio, El
Ryback. And Ryback too. Ryback's is unsafe.
And Ryback, bitch ass. Oh my God, KB just had the funniest idea, and I think it would have worked.
Yeah, I read the comment, and the only I gotta say about that one, KB, was only if Ring of Honor had a connection or a working relationship with WWE, he could have done that move. And could have definitely gotten away with that for sure. To got the company more eyeballs, more prestigious, and you have a former Ring of Honor talent that's the big company's defense champion. Hell yeah, people would have been tuning in just to see what the fuck was he about to do.
Also have the former world champion of Ring of Honor showing up holding that gold.
True.
You have a Ring of Honor OG holding it. That's holy shit.
Mm-hmm. But I'll just take you back to the time when I first saw this, I did not know what the hell was even going on. I think it was probably like...
It was July 2011.
Yeah, I know. No, I was thinking about my timeline of when this happened. So I was probably in college when this happened. So I probably wasn't watching wrestling like that, like wholeheartedly. So maybe like around that time, like 2011, 2012, when the Shield came in and shit like that. But right. I would just tune in sporadically throughout the whole 6 years that I went to college, right? And I was seeing like new faces and shit like that. So I saw CM Punk. I saw what he was doing. So I was like, okay, cool. New faces, that's what wrestling always needs. You need new faces. You can't be surrounded with the same old faces and shit like that, especially when after Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero died, they kind of needed to change directions anyway. You know what I mean? But the storylines wasn't hidden like that anymore. So that's why people kind of fell out of tune, like me. I came back in the fold. CM Punk was already champion. And I'm like, how the fuck did he get here? One of my homegirls, Caitlin, shout out to her, pointed me to the WWE Network. And that's how I had to go back and rewatch all this shit that I missed out on for years to catch up to what the fuck that we was at now. So I saw the promo and I said, now this was back then. Now let me remind you, I'm 21 years old. My mind is not where it is now. And I'm still as a fan. So I'm thinking, is this really going to happen? What's Vince doing? Like, what the fuck is going on? That captivated me to get back to watching it again. And then all of a sudden, with the Kevin Nash thing came in, the Triple H fucking storyline came in, that was dead in the fucking water. I'm sorry. That's just me talking. But
yeah, I get
CM Punk one is what brought him from a mid-card player to a main event star.
Oh, absolutely.
In that one promo, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The minute that he cut that promo, what made me, because I knew who Punk was from ROH.
Right. But here's the thing, Eric. Certain people who didn't really know the newer way in the 2000s of tape trading how we did it back in the 90s. People did not know about TNA. People did not know about Ring of Honor. People did not know about New Japan like that. People did not know about All Japan. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we were so stagmired with WWE to the point where people left watching it after certain people had left.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Whether they left and went elsewhere, retired, passed away, whatever. No, I agree with you. My thing is, when he cut that promo and we got to Chicago, the back of my mind was how apropos and ironic would it be if the old man booked the idea, have him win, Del Rio failed to cash in. He goes, fuck you. I kept my promise. And then we have to figure out a way to a new champion, only for him to come back and go, bitch. And here's a fun fact. This was what was supposed to happen at Bash at the Beach 2000.
But also, another fun fact, CM Punk did not sign his contract, his new contract, till the hour before the match even happened. To literally the hour before the match even went down. So if he never would have signed that deal, and they still would have went on with that story and that whole finish, we would have not known CM Punk really did rim on with the Heist of the Century that night. A lot of things could have changed that last hour, the last minute before they even hit the curtain, and boom.
Yep.
CM Punk could have just said, because CM Punk could have been like doing like the whole Ric Flair thing back in '92 when he left WWE. When he left WCW, he took the world title with him, right? And he said,
imagine him showing up.
And then he was like, I'll send them back a check. You know what I'm saying? And then and then the belt was mine because he said he paid the deposit to keep like to hold on to that belt. So CM Punk wanted to just pay that fucking deposit to Vince. Vince, take this 50 grand. This belt is mine.
Oh yeah,
they got to make a whole other belt.
Well, guess what? You want to know what's ironic? He could have done what Flair did. Not only done that, showed up on TNA television with the belt, and everybody would have done a what the fuck, and Spike TV would have gone through the roof. And KB just gave me a what if idea. If Cena won in 2011 and Punk didn't, if they pivoted,
he would have turned. Cena would have had no other choice but to turn heel.
Exactly.
He had no other fucking choice. That means the whole Super Cena era that we saw all the way up to 2020, hell no. That wouldn't even cease to exist.
Bingo.
Cena would have been the heel that we would have saw that we got in this year. We would have gotten it back in 2011. Then
but
when he came back,
it would have actually worked compared to
it would have actually worked back then because a lot of people were going against him anyways.
Exactly. But overall, I thought it was the smartest thing that they did because in reality, it set the tone for what would happen.
But also, it set the tone for these wrestlers that's not made out to be bodybuilder shape, that type of stuff like that, like a Batista, Triple H, that type of stuff. You know, people like CM Punk, that's just skinny fat, but gets over with people, and the people get behind them. It proves to you that times have changed. It's not about the big guys anymore. You know, it's not about the muscular big guys and shit.
It's about the chill, faster pace.
And that's what that taught me about CM Punk was you can get the fuck over just with promos. And as long as your in-ring work makes sense, people can get behind it. His moveset makes sense to him. If he had a different moveset, he would never gotten the fuck over.
Oh, exactly. No question.
Period.
No question about it. So, I mean, I just find it funny they tried to use Del Rio to cash in. That failed. And then you spent 3 weeks. He's going on tours around the country with it. Nobody's expecting First, you get Rey Mysterio winning it. Then Rey loses it to Cena. And then when I heard Call to Personality, I went,
stupid. That's a stupid move. They should have never had the real even cashing the fuck in. They should have waited. They should have waited to do that. Waited to when another face took the title off of
Cena.
Off of Cena. Then do it that way so Punk came back as the face.
Oh, exactly.
To become that new People's Champion and shit, and basically stealing the Rock's monarch. And that could have set up for the whole Royal Rumble match in 2014.
Oh,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
That would have done one.
So that whole time that he could have been using, I'm the real People's Champion and shit. Rock is seen it from afar, doing his thing, and then now he's shooting promos at CM Punk. They could have been done that way. But anyways.
And then KB goes, Punk losing in Chicago would have been worse than Brett in Canada.
I mean, okay, no, KB, no. KB, wait. No. Here's the difference between those two, right? Brett was close with Vince. CM Punk was not close with Vince. Okay?
Correct.
One of them is a technical mastermind in the ring. The other one is a promo guy that is good in the ring. One of them, Vince was paying way too much money for, and he couldn't pay him. So he had no other choice but to let him go. The other one said, yo, I don't know if I even want to stay here, and convinced me to stay. That is the huge difference between Brett and CM Punk's situations. Brett would have stayed if you would have just said, yo, listen, okay, Brett, let's end this thing in the schmars. Fuck you said fuck Shawn winning. I mean, I'll have him take the belt off of somebody else at that G-Generation X pay-per-view, like literally weeks later, and he could have had the championship right then and there on the spot. Crisis averted, right? CM Punk could have easily said, yo, let's get this deal done before the day of the show. Because if not, I'll send you back the belt. You can go out, do a promo shtick, whatever, bury me all the fuck that you want, and that's ending my ties. He could have been left in 2011 instead of leaving in 2014, 3 years later.
Right.
He could have avoided all that shit.
Oh, absolutely.
That is the huge difference between the both of these guys. So that's why I had to throw that thing out there. One of them wanted to stay in WWE. The other one did not. Brett wanted to stay. It was just, he was like, yo, I don't give a shit if I got to take a pay cut, bro. Like, just give me something to do. And Vince was like, well, you don't fit our company mold that we're trying to transform into right now. Same thing for CM Punk. You fit, but you're not what we're looking for. You're a Daniel Bryan. You're a B-plus player. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge difference. Otherwise, we'd be still saying to ourselves to this very fucking moment, how come Montez Ford is a World Heavyweight Champion? Oh, he's carrying around baggage. He needs to get Bianca back. And then, more importantly, and then if I saw this clip, and then if I saw this clip, and then this clip is accurate, Jey Uso stole Montez Ford's whole fucking image and swag and everything the fuck else, and claimed it as his fucking own. What the fuck does that say about our own people in that fucking locker room that's still waiting to get their chance?
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Now, that's just my mini little rant. So, no. No, fuck all that. Nah, I'm not dealing with that crap. Nah, CM Punk could have walked out 2011, came back years later, and things probably would have been different. Okay, fine. But Brett wanted to stay. That was a huge difference. Brett wanted to stay. He wanted to take less money. He didn't want to take the $3 million. The $3 million for WCW and shit just for him to leave. Because he knew, he said it himself, they would not know what the fuck to do with me. You know what to do with me, Vince. Let me stay. Vince said no.
And folks, this leads to the segment that, well, in a couple of weeks' time, the other item has been fixed. And somebody's overdue. You want to know what really grinds my gears this week?
Sure.
what grinds my gears is when, two former women's talent claims that the WWE could not afford them after making a shitload of money being OnlyFans. Right. So Cora Jade and Mandy Rose saying that WWE could not afford them because they're now using their bodies on a adult content platform and making way more money.
Wait a minute. Stop the press. Okay, listen. I was just talking to my cousin last night about the difference between men and women. How people look at perceive and perception and that type of shit, right? Let me just let
me just show you this. That just came up in my news feed not more than 10 minutes ago. Read the caption.
I don't think WWE can offer me. No. Listen. These two are not even worth $2 million themselves. What the fuck are we talking about? One of them can't even fucking wrestle. So you know what? I'm gonna add on to
one can't wrestle, and the other one gets hurt too easy.
All right, wait a minute. So here's my grind my gears when it comes to this. If you're a beautiful girl, you got a body, you don't want to take no bumps, no bruises, no shit like that, don't get the fuck involved with fucking wrestling. I don't give a fuck if AAA, Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, Nick Khan came at you with the biggest paycheck of your motherfucking lifetime. Just say no. Just say no. Just be like, no, I just want to live like a hot girl. I want to live like a city girl, whatever like that. I just want to make money, show up my clothes, probably get some dick, and that's it. And then, and flaunt my body to the fucking world and be like, yo, you men can't have me, but y'all women want to beat me so fucking bad, right? This is the reason why I have the whole stigma with this whole Nakia Lyons thing, right? She was on NXT. She was on NXT, right? But before she even came to WWE, what the fuck was she doing? She was doing television shows. She was doing fucking these whole surreal fucking contests. The Real Chance of Love too.
Also part of WoW.
And then you're over here trying to say, "Oh, I'm dedicated to this thing." No, the fuck that. You know what I'm saying? No, the fuck that you're not. Another prime example: Jade Cargill should have been in NXT way before she got the leap into the fucking main roster because you dropped the ball with this bitch. Now, Jay, I'm sorry that I got called you a bitch, but no, you should have stayed in AEW when you had the chance because when that spotlight gets bigger, you crumble, girl. You crumble. Now, let me remind y'all, the whole dash on her fucking forehead thing, it wasn't because of her. It was because straight up Nia Jax. Everyone's going to say that she's the most unsafe person, but who knows? Who cares, right? But there's a lot of women in these wrestling promotions now that are either doing it for as a money grab or they're using this as a stepping stone to get to where the fuck that they really want to go, i.e. Mandy Rose. She only used that thing as a stepping stone because, one, she looked like the younger version of Trish Stratus. People were going to go Google Gaga over her. So the moment when she left to go to OnlyFans, those fans that watch her on television pay their paychecks to just see fucking pictures. If she ain't getting dick down by no black nigga, then I don't give a fuck about her OnlyFans, bro. That's what the fuck that we really want to see. Are you getting dick down on your OnlyFans? Yes or no? Elena Black, listen, you can get two. Wait. You had two. Corey J. You had two wrestling matches in the Indies, and then you quit. You had two wrestling matches in the independent scene. Right? You got released and you quit. That says a lot about you. That says a lot about your hard work. That also explains why you're not passionate about wrestling. And that's why you say those fucking comments. So, for all y'all women out there that thinking, oh, it's easy to get in the motherfucking ring, take a few bumps and blah, 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 think a fuck again.
Damn.
I'm done.
Okay. I guess I'm going to take over from this for a minute.
You can take over, man, for the whole goddamn time. I don't give a fuck. Just don't be a beautiful woman thinking that it's easy to do what a man gotta fucking do. Just don't. Stop. Don't do it. Be a porn star. Be a porn star, okay? Be a porn star because why? You're getting exposure. People are going to remember your name, but it's not going to be for the right. But it's not going to be for the nice reason. Just remember that. Your perception is everything. So if you're an OnlyFans girl, then Manny Rose lose the white dick and get you some black dick, and then you got the black brothers buying your shit.
You heard it here.
The only thing that you got is these white motherfuckers buying these women's shit because they got nothing else fucking going for them. That's it.
Bro, read the comment right now.
Nah, yes, KB. Yes, KB. Her too. And anyone in the past too, like Christy Hemme, especially Christy Hemme, was not ready to face Trish at WrestleMania 21. Was not ready.
No. I think Vince was doing blow and heroin at that point, putting her.
He was beating his meat behind the curtain, watching that match. He'd be like, "Yeah, just because I can't fuck on, but I get my entertainment underneath the table."
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro. So I understand KB's going to be defensive when it comes to some of this shit, but bro, listen to me. No. Just fucks no. I'll take an ugly bitch that can fucking wrestle any day of the week than a pretty bitch that can't wrestle. Fuck out of here. You bugging. You out here wilding.
So just remember, folks, go back to the archives. I roasted, quote unquote, Cora Jade and told her she was in the one pose where she looked like she was getting her back blown out on OnlyFans. Honey, you claimed to love this. You then get hurt. You eventually get hurt a second time. Get released. You go hit the indies, and then
no. Nikhil should not go to the indies. Stop it. She should go to OnlyFans.
I'm talking about Cora Jade and Leah Black. I ain't talking about Nikki.
No. Okay. Cora Jade should stay away from wrestling. Period. That's done.
That's what I'm getting. This is what's grinding my gears. Is the fact, Cora, that in one pose on the ring, you were the poster child for getting your back blown out on OnlyFans. I knew when I made the comment. I went, she goes to OF. She ain't coming back. She gonna appeal to the perverts.
Because she got some white sips over there, BDD meat just to her fucking photos, and that's it.
Exactly. Okay? I'll say it for what it is. Cora Jade could be her porn name for all I fucking care. Now, I'll say this. I think you'll agree. One woman, if she did it, she was okay in the ring. She wasn't 5-star, but she made it work with what she could do. Mrs. Miz. If she did OF, damn. Maurice.
No.
I think it's fucking funny.
Stop. Michelle McCool. No.
Not Michelle McCool. Maurice, Miz's wife.
Trash. And the only thing that's good about her now is just now she got bigger tits. That's it.
You heard it from the boss man. This is why we do what we do.
That's the only reason why they mismarried the bride. Sorry.
That's
the only thing good that he can get out of the whole WWE was his wife. That was it.
Enough said.
Sorry.
You want to know what else grinds my gears? Is unexpected releases. Wesley? What the fuck?
I mean, I think he was going through injuries himself and shit like that. They probably had nothing for him to do. And I think he's just going to go back to TNA, huddle up with the Rascals over there. Yep, exactly. Huddle up with the Rascals, and then he's back in good graces. You know what I mean? I think that was an okay one. All the other ones were like LFG and of all people that got released. But I'm hearing that there's going to be more releases coming soon. So this isn't just it.
I'll be shocked if they keep Nikita. Because she's in Evolve, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yes, KB. Wesley was gone effectively as of Friday night.
Yep. I do not know for the life of me why Nikita's still there. She's done what? Blew both her knees, right?
She's on Evolution wrestling against Winnie Chu.
That's the issue. Is why is she there? I don't
because she's a thick white girl, and they're probably having some fucking faith into it when they say that, yo, man, we can't invest in you anymore. We did too much, and you're not progressing fast enough, so we gotta let you go.
I'll be amazed if they don't.
Oh, please.
Do anything if they don't let her go.
No. Listen, the day that she leaves, that OnlyFans is coming the fuck up, and that's when she's gonna make that mill right back within like a week.
Oh, who you bullshit? Of course it's gonna come up. You kidding me? The minute she gets released, she ain't gonna wait the 30 or 90 days because she's still on an NXT contract. And I'm having a technical problem, so folks, I will be right back. I gotta figure out what
technical difficulties. And me, I'm just a motherfucker that's just chilling.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. I had an internet problem, so I had to make sure nothing was messed up on the router.
Okay.
So the other thing that really sets me off and grinds my gears this week, and I can't sit in my throne right now because I'm too pissed, is the fact that it's funny. The trolls continue on the internet to seem to think that they can book better than Tony Khan or Triple H combined. Get your own fucking promotion and do better. I mean, he's not wrong.
And let me tell you something, folks. It is not easy. It's not. Me speaking for my own self. It's not fucking easy. It's like a fucking jigsaw puzzle in your head.
And then injuries really screw you up.
And traveling issues can really screw up a booking.
Travel problems can screw up a booking.
Okay? Yes. And I'm going through one right now. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Right. So that's why I had to say that one real quick.
Okay. I'm standing because I can't even fart at some of the comments that I see on Twitter or on Facebook about certain shit. Okay. You sat there and talked about incidences with Ash by Elegance. Hang on a second. Stay right. Folks, I think I got a situation. We're going to need to hold this a minute. Oh, never mind. For a minute, I'm looking out the window and I thought I had an intruder showing up. Guess not. We're good. Anyway.
No, listen, KB. Wait. KB. Let me pull up this comment. It's difficult having to run a promotion and got to deal with every little detail. And this is a 24-hour job. That I'll definitely underline that. I mean, that's that line right there. It is a 24-hour fucking job. Because there'll be times where I'm asleep, I get a phone call, I gotta get the phone back up. There's sometimes where I gotta go pick up a talent on my own fucking dime to go get, to go get them and bring it back and fucking forth. And sometimes if you don't want to pay for a fucking hotel, they gotta stay with you or they gotta crash with somebody. I gotta sacrifice my bed to let them sleep. and I'm sleeping on the floor or I'm sleeping on my chair. This is the life. And I only been in this thing for a little over a year. I had David Mercury stay here at my crib. And his flight was like 6 a.m. in the morning. He slept for maybe like 4 hours. And meanwhile, I was just out smoking blunts as he slept. And then when he left, I went to sleep.
And we have breaking news. Warner Brothers Discovery has rejected Paramount's offer to buy the company, saying $20 a share is too low.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a good one that really grinds my gears. When you have a talent winning another fucking title in Denmark, Mercedes Moné 10 belts, yawn, give me a break, trash.
Oh, so she just won that one.
Uh-huh.
Because she won number 9 a few days ago.
Yeah, and now she just won the 10th one in Denmark. Like, what are we fucking doing here?
Beating the Ultimo Dragons' record.
Who gives a shit about beating the record?
I know, but I think that's what the whole universal booking thing is right now with her. And if that is not the case, then this got to be creative control.
If it's creative control,
wait. But then again, let's just face some serious facts. It's this really creative. Is there really creative control in independent wrestling? Not really.
No,
not really. It just depends on who you are. If you're a big timer, maybe, or they'll be 50-50 with you, whatever. Like they'll lose, but they'll lose in a different way. You know what I mean? Whatever. That preserves them. That's creative control. You're changing the outcome of the match, right? So in this case, all these indie promotions that gave her, that blessed her with winning winning their respectable women's title. I wonder what the conversation was. Is the booker saying, you know what, fuck it, we just put the belt on her because she's already traveling around out there that gets some more fucking exposure? That's something that I probably will be thinking about. Adam will probably be the opposite and be like, nah, don't put it on her because she's not going to be the fuck around to defend it. This makes no sense.
Oh, it doesn't. I mean, God forbid she gets her hands on the AEW women's title. Okay. I know she fought Lacey Lane, a.k.a. Kaden Carter, recently for the TBS title open challenge. Great match. I would have rather seen Lane win. She would at least defend the fucking thing. Or you know what? Have Lacey dethrone Cena.
She just walked into the door. She just walked into the door. There's no way that you're going to have someone walk into the door to defeat.
You did it with Paige.
Mercedes only lost like twice in AEW since she's been there.
Yeah, and she lost it all in. Thank God.
Yeah, she lost against Tony Bush, but she lost against someone else too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So she only suffered 2 losses.
Yeah, my point is, I don't know what the fuck we're doing here anymore with this shit.
The title collector role, basically the female Kenny Omega,
right?
Basically, but this is actually going to put her in the Guinness Book of World Records, if anything else. So this is a huge thing for her. If you want to look at the far side of it. I know right now for the short. Yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah, but isn't her homegirl still in WWE?
No, she got released like the day after she did.
Oh, well, I guess they're probably going to slowly do that, or unless, the other one's not ready for it yet.
Yeah, but that's what grinds my gears this week.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. But overall, folks, that about wraps it up. Next week, Nick will be back in full swing. He will be here. And our Halloween edition. All of a sudden, my hair turned green, dude. What the? First, it was the ruby lips last week, and now my hair. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude, but something's up. That other guy's getting antsy. I warned the viewers this could happen. So, but before we get out of here, what else you got coming up besides Supernova? This is the last show of the season, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And I'm going to go through this myself when we play the clip.
Go for it.
Yes, folks, Halloween Chaos, the last show of the year for SNW, will be Friday, October 24th, live at the Neil Ranthal Black Box Theater. Doors open up at 5, meet and greets from 5 to 5:50, but we're going to have a special Halloween Vortex and Shark Teeping before that, so enjoy the first hour, enjoy some presets. 40 seats have been sold, so 45 is still left and available. After the 13th, from the 14th to the 23rd, late online sales. Adults is $25, kids 6 to 17 are 10, kids under is free. And then the day of, we go at the door. Adults is 30, kids is 15, and infants are free. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal are accepted, or cash the day of the show. And big shout out to Deuce's Kitchen. Deuce's Kitchen will also be located in the box office this time. So actually get your ticket. Might as well grab yourself something to eat. And we have the cash bar. Right next to it, with 21, you got to be 21 plus with a valid ID to show at the cashier in order for you to be served. And we have a special guest going to be in the building, a Fifth Ward Lynn City Council candidate for the upcoming race, Cardelise Payas is going to be there. And we got some special talent coming into the building, blessing us. The world famous Cheeseburger will be making his SNW debut, as well as the Soul Taker. No souls matter. And last but not least, former WWE superstar Drew Gulak is coming back to SNW all on October 24th. We don't want to miss this card, the last show of the year before we go on hiatus. And then we'll be back for S&W Draft Night 2, March 2026.
That's right.
And got some announcements too during the show. So we'll do that the day of.
Now, as for yours truly, we have a couple announcements ourselves. The first one will be that October 9th, there will be no program. I will be traveling back from Buffalo to Dallas. However, November 2nd, there will be a show, so make sure you tune in for that one. But remember, November 9th, there will be no show that week because I will be traveling at the normal time our show airs. So you get a week out of the asylum. What are you going to do? Also, I think it's time, boss, I think it's time I told them. I'm going to have at it. You know where I'm going. So, for those of you who do not know, I currently live in Dallas, Texas. And I couldn't be more grateful for the weather, the food, the people. But some personal matters have arisen that have summoned yours truly to make a decision to return to Buffalo, New York. And that could be happening either by Thanksgiving or by Christmas. Once I return from Buffalo, I will know more, which means could slip back into our Saturday 6 o'clock time slot. Maybe not. But we'll see. You never know. But one thing is for sure. The asylum will continue to run and operate. Just there are going to be some things that have to get settled. But I promise you this. I'm not going anywhere. This is just God, do what you got to do. So heads up that there could be another week where travel could cause no show. Or hopefully after the holiday break, before we get back around the Royal Rumble, the move is made and I'm settled and rocking and rolling. So time will tell. More to come in the days and weeks ahead. Shout out to Dukes. He rolled the dice. He's got his own restaurant. Is that what I'm getting at, dude?
He's going to. He's thinking about it.
Dukes, bro, open up. I will fucking fly to Boston just to come eat. Shit. And, of course, smoke some weed with my boy. Create a little chaos in Boston. But all in all, ladies and gentlemen, you know how to find us on all the socials, and you know what you're supposed to do. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified, Telegram, Baby Mama, Google Plus, your sister's ass, Pony Express, what can Brown do for you, fuck FedEx, and fire the Postal Service. Also, don't forget to check out the Linktree. Check out our brand ambassadors, W and Swift Energy, Dream Alive University, Habits 365 Clothing, and Okazi Clothing with 10 to 15% off using OTTR. Don't forget, or the OTTR Mob promo code. And don't forget to check out the Bonfire store. Get you some merch. Show us some love. Help us pay the bills to keep the light on. And if you didn't, go watch the replay of the Mob Men from Friday night. Great show. Blackheart, always good. And we are now getting a confirmation one particular's career is over after the attack by Rampage Jackson's kid. They dive into it Friday night. It was good. Also, if you missed Queen, Char, and the ladies of Blackheart's Angels, they had a special guest. The replay is up. I'm not going to spoil shit. You got to go tune in and check it out. But Blackheart, what do you got going on next week? What are you going to talk about? Or are you going to have the fans just wait and see?
It's a coin. I don't know yet. It's a coin flip right now, depending on what happens during the week. So yeah, just wait and see. See what happens. See what we discuss and shit.
Yeah. And folks, also key program note. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. on Netflix, Monday Night Raw, or we'll call it here Monday Morning Raw. One of the key matches, the dual champion Dominic Mysterio, the mega champion from AAA, will defend his Intercontinental Championship against Penta. And I'm going to say this now, Penta is fucking due. It's time to let the dude wipe after you wipe loose for a change.
Shucky ducky.
So I'm calling it now. Penta's long overdue. I don't want any shenanigans. I want to be able to do this.
Oh, 44, that's me.
Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Thanks, buddy, as always. I appreciate that. Yeah. I want to be able to celebrate like that. Actually, I wanted to get Uzi with it, but that's beside the point. Anyway, in closing, folks, you know what to do. We are the Pod Mob. Shout out to our friends and cohorts at Hardcore Sports, led by Mitch and the others, for helping us bring this to you every single week. As always, the boss to my right, a.k.a. your left out there in TV land. Blackheart has showed up in the building to always give me my props, flowers, and respect. He knows I do the same. And I got to say this, Sky Blue, this is for you because, well, Kyle Fletcher, you a lucky motherfucker.
Get your heart out, girls. Hands off the merchandise.
Some people in the IWC have nicknamed Sky Blue Miss Booty Cheeks, and yeah, giving Bailey a run for the money. That's all I'm going to say. So, that being said, Nick will be back next week. I'm EJ. That's Blackheart. And today's remember. Oh, fuck me. He's coming. I warned y'all this was coming. The hair, the voice. Son of a bitch. I just hope the one thing doesn't happen and my face goes pale. I have been trying to work on my fan, but I ain't got much of one. But folks, we're looking at that clock. NFL live, 10 minutes away. Enjoy the games. Monday night doubleheader, Buffalo, Atlanta, and I think it's Chicago and who else? Memo to me. Let you all know, name you after my meeting. Okay. With that being said, thank you for another episode this week. Thank you for tuning in. We are out of here. So long till next time. And if you're not down with that, well, suck it.
Let's rock and roll. My one man goal is life. Get my pockets slow. We got the grand tennis tag. Can't make your pockets blow. Your pockets blow. Say no stopping close. You should rock and low. Keep that ratchet. Roll through there. What is it? Show my way with time. I've been through that fun.